Well, I finally did it. I joined Amazon Prime after all the years of pushing back. The convenience factor just really weighed out. You know, I'm out here walking in the vineyard. I got a little bit of wind. I hope this little mic helps in that regard. So we'll see with the finished product. But how the story goes is back in the 90s when the internet came out, I went to the computer store and I said, hey, I need to buy a computer because I wanted my kids to learn, plus I wanted to learn. And I had been on computers before, but all the old programs, and now we had the Windows program, which supposedly was supposed to be a lot easier, and it was. Anyway, what I told them is that, hey, I need to take out the feature that gets on the internet, and they asked me why. I said, well, you know, I've heard it's bad, it's dangerous. I don't want my kids getting on the computer and finding some crazy stuff that they can't get out of their head. So I had them take it off, or take it out, and it was just the modem. Anyway, the way we had dial-up back then, so, and it didn't have an internet connection. So it was really slow, but didn't have it. So that lasted several years. And over time I realized, I said, you know, I got to get the internet. So I think the first, subscription I got was NetZero, and I had a NetZero email address. And then it, you know, it evolved with Yahoo, Google, all that stuff. So, and now enter ChatGPT. Everybody's worried about that because they're building those big data centers that are taking all of our water and our energy, and you know, we're going to have blackouts and you know, all this scare stuff. I don't know if it's true, it might be, but I can tell you one thing, it's helped me tremendously. It's like having a helper. I use it at work, I use it at home. If I need to find something out, I want to do some figures, I can just say, hey, ChatGPT, you know, I got to drive this many miles and I get this many miles per gallon. How much gas am I going to burn on the whole trip? And you know, just that's simple, but just a lot of stuff that you can give complex things, you know, to ChatGPT, and it'll figure them out in seconds. So a perfect example is the YouTube channel. You know, I use it all the time. It just saves me so much time. I know what I need to do is just to help me to get there a lot faster. So you're going back to the whole thing with the internet, worried about somebody getting a hold of, or my kids getting a hold of some bad information or something. And then you had Amazon. You know, I don't want to order from there because I want to support small businesses, but it's not that I don't support small businesses, but you know, I burned a lot of gas driving around trying to find a store that had a certain product. And you'll stay with me to the end here because I've got a moral to the story and the reason why I started Amazon, because I needed certain products. And that was to start my YouTube channel. I couldn't find a camera. And I know you can do it on the phone, but I wanted to do it on a camera because I wanted to film myself doing some motorcycle videos, filming our rides and stuff, because we do a lot. My wife and I go out a lot. I commute to work on my motorcycle. As you can see, I have some other videos on my motorcycle, so I thought, you know, I needed to do that. So I bought that and a bunch of accessories. As I went to Best Buy and they didn't have the camera, and you know, really nobody knew about it. So I just did my research, and plus you can do all your research on Amazon. There's videos, of course, everybody knows. I'm new to it, so didn't use it much, but anyway, so I think what it is just people are afraid of change. You know, we're so used to doing things a certain way, and you get to a point where you just get so exhausted. It's like, you know, we gotta change with the times. Everything's changing so rapidly. So that's pretty much the moral of the story, is just embracing change. And you don't have to embrace all change, but you have to look at the benefit side. It's just like, you know, if you have a gun, you know, the gun doesn't kill people, people kill people, because how is the gun gonna go off if somebody doesn't pull the trigger? Same thing with the internet. You know, if you're using it for bad things, which people do. It's a car. You could use a car for bad things. You know, you can use ChatGPT for bad things. I don't know what you would use it for bad things, but so that's my story. If you'd like to hear more of this, these kinds of stories, subscribe. I'd really appreciate you coming along on my journey. Hope you have a great day. See ya.